Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, January 25th, 2023, and it is a day C. For instrumentals, it's a day 1. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy that you're here in school. You know, earlier when we came back from winter break, one of the earlier morning announcements I had encouraged all of us to really get to this goal, and we all have to work together for this because we all deserve this. Is that when we come to school, no matter if we're feeling like $1 million and we're feeling amazing, or maybe we woke up on the wrong side of the bed, no matter how you came into school in the morning, you deserve to leave feeling even better. And how do we get to that? Through respect, through responsibility, through readiness, through love, care, and encouragement. And those are the things that I really need you guys to continue to work on in offering to others. But it's not just helping other people leave the school feeling even better. It's also yourself. You deserve to enjoy it as well. Other people should be pouring their love, care, and encouragement to you so that no matter how you came to school, by the end of the day, when you walk out, you're feeling even better. Isn't that an amazing goal? Right? And I know we struggle with this. Sometimes we don't always get successful with this, but it's important that we feed off of the good, positive energy from your friends, your classmates, your teachers, right? Mr. Lin even. And I think these are things that are important to us, right? And you deserve that because school is kind of our home for the next few hours. And it should be one that's full of love and enjoyment and curiosity to learn. And when you leave school, you should feel like, it was worth it. All right, let's go over our 4 choices for lunch. We've got 4 choices, as you know. Your first choice for today, the warm choice, is the popcorn chicken bowl with mashed potatoes, dinner roll with margarine. So it's a lot there. Choice 2 is a yogurt parfait with a snack bag. Choice 3, for kindergarten through 2nd grade, it's the lunchbox meal with ham. And then for 3rd through 6th grade, it's a ham sandwich meal. And last but not least, choice 4, the sun butter sandwich. If you're buying a lunch, guys, think about what you want to get. Make your selections. And of course, if you are a packer, you are good to go. All right. We've got 3 expectations here at the school. You know what they are by now. Number 1, be respectful to yourself and others. 2, be responsible with your hand, your feet, the words that come out of your mouth, even how you think, how you talk to yourself even, right? We can talk to ourselves in ways that beat ourselves up, make us feel like we're not good enough. Or we can encourage ourselves to say, yes, you are worth it. Yes, you're tough enough. And yes, maybe whatever the challenges are real, but you can try to handle it, work on it. Don't give up, okay? How we talk to ourselves matters. And then finally, be ready. Be ready to learn, be ready to brush off failure, to try to work towards what our goals are, and also being ready to enjoy the good things that are going on right now. Sometimes we get so locked in to our goals, and if we fall short, we just get upset and more frustrated when there are some amazing things, like things as simple as our breath. Every time you do that, you're keeping your body alive. Isn't that crazy, right? When you think about it. And there are some blessings out there that you can easily forget. It's going right under your nose. But notice it, okay? Because you deserve to notice those things as well. All right, we have a couple announcements. First announcement, this is from our Math Night Committee. Do you like fun activities involving numbers and math, the games that come with it, things like that? Then come on out to our family math night at our John Beck gym on February 2nd. So that's the beginning of this next month. Actually, next week, I believe. Let me just make sure. Time flies. It is next Thursday, right? At 6:30 p.m. You and your family must respond if you would like to come. So there is an RSVP. You have to let us know ahead of time that you're planning to come. So ask your family to look for the flyer that will be sent home again today, Wednesday. And the sign up is online. So once again, we are holding a family math night. It's an evening to celebrate numbers and the games you can play around with it. Guys, it's not just about math class. It's not just about doing math problems. If you know enough about numbers, there are ways to turn them into games and challenges that are actually really interesting. And our hope is that with the family math night that we try to introduce some of that to you guys, so that you walk away that evening thinking math is pretty fun, pretty interesting. Maybe you already think that and you just want to find more activities that deal with math. So anyways, remember the sign up, the RSVP, you got to respond online. Make sure if you're interested, you let your families know. Make sure to check your calendar. If you're able to come out, we'd love to have you. All right. Now, the other announcement is our quotes day. Okay, that's coming up. We need to get all of the quotes in by this Friday. I want to share a couple with you guys. I love this one because when I talk about readiness, I talk about being ready to fail. Be ready to not do a good job, which doesn't sound very encouraging until you realize that each failure is a lesson. So here's a good quote by one of our fourth graders here. Okay, I didn't fail. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Seems like a silly quote until you realize that the person who said it is none other than Thomas Edison, the guy who, as I shared, came up with the first commercially viable light bulb, and a great inventor in his own right in so many other ways. So here's a guy who was a very successful inventor, and he had an amazing quote. He didn't fail. Each time he failed, he counted it as a lesson to learn. Things to not do in the future. Here's another one. I love this one. If you think someone could use a friend, be one. Right? If you think somebody needs a friend or they could use a friend, be one, right? If you think about all the people out there who could use a friend, and you might even say, that person needs a friend. And I hope that you look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I can be that friend. And get out there. And you know what? If somebody needs a friend and you are that friend, I guarantee you, when they walk out the school, they're going to feel even better than when they came in. Here's another one. Let your light shine. This is actually a quote from the Bible, Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine. This is from one of our kindergartners. I love it. And here's one. I love it. One of the queens of country music, Dolly Parton. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. Rainbows are beautiful. And it's a nice life lesson. Life is not always a bunch of rainbows. Because oftentimes, like the rain, you've got to get through the rain. Like rainbows, you've got to get through the rain. In order to get to those beautiful parts in life, you got to get through those rainy days, those hard days. I love it. Those are 4 amazing quotes. We've got a ton, and I can't wait to put them up with some of our friends on Friday. All right, listen, if you haven't heard it from me or from anyone else, I want to tell you guys this. I love you, I care about you, and I'm here to encourage you. You know what? It just dawned on me. I forgot this day in history. So let me just share with you guys. One of my favorite stories, it's a book that's over 100 years old. It's by a guy, his name is Jules Verne. He wrote a book back before airplanes and fast ships and before cars about how quickly can he make his character realistically travel around the world. And he wrote this book called Around the World in 80 Days. So back in 1889, there was a female journalist, a female news reporter. First of all, girl power here. Very rarely back then did you have girls working as reporters. So here she was, one of the rare women working in news. And she said, right around the time Jules Verne was alive, said, you know what? the character in his book was a guy, and they made it around the world in 80 days. I can beat that. And so basically in 1889, she just told herself, I'm going to see if I can beat this book's record. And so she did. They didn't have cars, so she used carriages, and she used steamboats and steam engine trains, and had to find different ways around the world. It was a different world back then, different cultures, and she made it around the world in 72 days. Pretty cool. Here she was, a fictional book that she took on as a challenge to beat, and she did it. Pretty amazing. All right, listen, like I said, if I love you, I care about you, I'm here to encourage you. Go spread the word, go do it. Can't wait to see you guys around.